how to run 32-bit app in macOS. Apple latest version of macOS officially teaches 32-bit app supports, but you can still run the software you need by following these steps. Apple latest version of macOS 10.150 looks a lot like earlier version of the operating system, but is vastly different under the hood. The biggest change is that Apple ripped out all the code that in earlier versions made it possible to run old 32-bit app in Apple's 64-bit operating system. Apple warned us a year ago that this change was coming, and there's no 2-bit that and all 64-bit OS like Catalina is more efficient than an OS that run 32-bit and 64-bit code. Still, for many users, Block's app they relied on 4G. Here we show you how to run 32-bit app on an OS that is not designed for them. Before you update to find out whether you are using any 32-bit app that you cannot do without. The easiest way to do this is to click the Apple icon in the upper left, then about this Mac, then system report, and scroll down to software application. Your Mac will take a while to gather information about your app and then display a list of all the app on your machine. Find the column edit 64-bit Intel and click on the column heading. All your 64-bit apps will show a yes in this column. All the 32-bit app will show a no. You may be surprised by how many 32-bit apps you have. Study this list, and if you find 32-bit app that you need, you have to study this list, and if you find 32-bit app that you need, you will have to find a 64-bit update or replacement, or you can implement the workaround below. The 32-bit app you find on your machine are typically of two kinds: older Mac apps that have been by their developers, or that developers are slow to update, and apps based on the Wine software project that lets Macs and Linux computer run Windows software. Wine stands for Wine is not an by but effectively at Windows feature, so that Macs and Linux boxes can run some but not all Windows application. If you need to run a 32-bit app, Apple recommended either that you keep an old Mac on hand that runs a pre version of the OS, or that you partition your current Mac so that it can start up with an older Mac, because version as well as both methods work, but both seems to me and time consuming. There are however better alternatives. The easiest method is this, but keep in mind that it costs money. Buy a copy of desktop or VMware Fusion if you do not already own one. These programs are designed mostly for running Windows on a Mac, but you can also use them to create a virtual machine that runs because in a Windows on your Mac. Desktop is easiest to use, but VMware Fusion is not far behind.